So it's 9th of February at 5:38 p.m. and we are at the Burloin pool today, and this is going down fast. I think you could still probably swim in there. I'd probably say in there it's still probably going to hold its weight, but yeah, funny, you know, like, and it's very warm, like the water, like when you go in it. But anyways, I don't know if you remember, yesterday we went to Katrine, which is heading towards Tujo, and yeah, today, yeah, I reckon it's still, could probably still swim. I haven't yet stood in there, so I don't know how deep that is, but yeah, it's just coming down. It is coming down. You know, I try not to worry about these things, because you can see here, have a look at where the water was just even a couple of days ago. See where my foot, sorry, I lost my balance. Can you see where my foot is? See the water? Like, that's significant. You can see the colour change over there. That's pretty significant. So halfway through, or halfway or 2/3 through summer, be interesting to see what these next few weeks is going to turn into. It'll look like with these walks with the dogs. I did that experiment yesterday to Katrine, and just to see what it'd be like there. Remember the rocks here? See? Alvin and Zena. So what's the point of this video? This video is to say, here we are at the Burloin pools, doing our walk, me and the ducks, Zena and Alvin, and it's getting more and more sort of, I'm not going to say it's not fun, but there's a smell, not as bad as Katrine. Oh gosh, that was rank. That was seriously beyond, like, whoa, that smelled like sewage. But this is not as bad as that. But you can definitely smell algae, and you can definitely see the colour where it was wet even a few days ago, and now the water's subsiding. And the walks, I don't think the walks will be as fun if it goes down too much lower, and then I don't know where I was supposed to walk. But it brings me to this thing of all day, like obviously I made that decision to focus on the painting the kitchen, which I haven't done yet because I just did the plastering of that overhead, so I had to do 2 or 3 bits of plastering on that before I sand it back. I realised because some of those holes were quite deep. Put a lot of flushing tape on them to really build them up. So I'll have to do quite a few coats of plastering on there. And then there's the sanding. So basically that whole section above the sink is going to have a whole layer of plaster on it, which means, oh look at them, which means I'm going to have to, I have to share it. These two love their walks so much that Zena, I've lost track of time, but I think she's 5.5 months now, but Alvin knows. When we go for a walk, he sits down, he just sits. Oh shit, see that? See how muddy that is? I don't know if you can see it. Oh. Anyway, that was like, looked like sand. Here I go, this, oh my god. Right, it looks like sand, and you stand on it, and it's actually mud underneath. Whoa, man, that was full on. Looked like sand like this, and then you stand in it, and then it's like fucking mud. Booby trap, booby trap, booby trap. So, yeah, I realised that whole section above the sink, I'm just going to have to replaster that whole wall just to build it up. Just to build up the depth of what all the flushing tape of all the holes, the extra width that brings on up. I don't know if that makes any sense. The flushing tape on top of the wall builds it up by 1mm. So I have to do the whole wall, build the whole wall up by 1mm, but then we'll have to go on top of that because the flushing tape leaves a checkered, a weave look. So I'll have to go about 5mm out. That'll be 2 or 3 coats on the wall. So tomorrow I'm going to have to buy another tub of plaster. So be it, because I've got heaps more to do in the bathroom as well. Anyways, I've been like, today's been a weird day because I've had to say to God about 15 times, please God, take this out of me. I do not want it. It's not for me. I do not want it. I don't want to have these thoughts. I don't want to have these feelings. Take them away. I give them to you. I give my burden to you. Thank you. So basically, the burden that I'm not wanting is feeling, I could use the word resentment. I don't want to say anger. It's too general. I might just sit here for a bit. See, this is where I went swimming the other day. It was so deep. I was just amazed how quickly the water's going down. Seriously, see those rocks over there? The water was above that, and when I went in the water, it was up to here on me. And I can already see now, looking at it, that it's about 2 meters, 2 to 3 meters. See, things I can actually see the bottom of the water now, right? But before, see how it was over those rocks. So you could see it was dark there. I could see the rocks. Oh, I know I keep repeating myself about this, but it's just a little bit alarming having the water go down so quick. Especially when I was really had this belief system that it was going to, I'd be able to keep swimming. See, I love the ocean, right? I love swimming. And I really miss the ocean. Look. So where I'm sitting was underwater only a week ago. And now it's a whole like bloody, whoa, man, the keys nearly fell out. I better zip that up. Hang on a second. See the keys? The keys nearly fell out. That's not very good, is it? That is not very good at all. That was actually potentially a disaster. Anyways, oh, it's beautiful. Look at this. This is my eye of the storm here, everyone. I've come here for the dogs. I love it. And I'll tell you something that happened was, Alvin sits there and waits for the lead to go on. Zena today sat and waited, first time ever. And I'll tell you something else that happened. We're in the car, right? And, hey Alvin, do you want to say hi? Hey, hi. So he's pretty much nearly not pushing off Zena's car. Gosh. Basically, also so beautiful here. That's the she-oaks up there. This is like heaven, is it not? Basically what happened was Zena then, I said in the back, and she went straight into the back. It was the first time ever. And usually I have to push her in or carry her into the back of the ute. And then when we got to here, Burling Pool, I say wait to Alvin, and I say okay, out, and he comes out. And then what I've been having to do is help Zena out of the car, and she'll stay in the back of the ute, and I have to actually pick her up and carry her in the front. It's actually she's quite heavy, right? And then I have to carry her out. But today she just got out. So yeah, Zena's growing up. It's beautiful, really beautiful. peaceful here. So, yeah. Oh, see that huge... You like, the phone won't pick it up. There's a huge dragonfly there, so the angels are with me. That's a big dragonfly, hey? This is my eye of the storm. This is where I get my peace and where I remember that all is well. It's just beautiful. I'm not going to go swimming in there because it's too shallow and I've got this rash. I'm too worried about it getting infected, even though this water looks really clean, beautiful. This is fine. I'm just a bit worried. Oh, she's wet. Oh. I'm wet. Didn't even need to go swimming. Didn't even need to go swimming. Yeah, I was just really struggling with resentment today. Oh, I thought they were going to knock me in the water then. Okay, that was too close.